Alright guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we got a very exciting piece of content for you guys. I know we've been getting so many questions at the agency from a lot of our clients and also people who are just looking to work with us on a consulting basis about how they can improve their landing pages. And so today we're going to be going over exactly how you can start to improve your website and your landing pages with just a few simple tweaks that will literally make all the difference. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. Alright, so like I said, today we are going to be discussing how to improve your landing pages and your website. Now, this is a common question amongst people who are getting into drop shipping, amongst people who are actually looking to build a big established brand. It's one of those things that really, it makes all the difference, because if you don't have a good quality website or a good quality landing page that people come to from your ads or from, organic traffic, your influencers, whatever it is, you're not going to convert. And you might have the best click-through rate, you might have the best ads ever, but if you don't have a good quality landing page that has a good add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment info, and purchase ratio, you're just not going to succeed in e-commerce. That's just the truth of it. And so today I'm going to be showing you guys some really simple things that you can be implementing into your website and into your landing page that's going to help you increase your average order value, but also increase that ratio of people adding to cart and actually getting to the purchase point. But before we get started, I want to ask you guys to please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I know that I'm going to be coming out with a lot more content every single week, just helping you e-commerce store owners with your advertising, with your website, everything that there is possibly to know about e-commerce. And so it really supports the channel and it really helps me out. So thank you very much, and let's jump right into it. All right, so the very first thing I want to go over is something that is actually very basic. A lot of people do it, but a majority of people don't, and it's holding you back from actually increasing your average order value and being able to incentivize people to spend more on your guys' website. And that's basically just including a free shipping over a certain dollar amount, and then you will actually get free shipping. And so a lot of people and a lot of really successful websites have this if they're maybe in a sort of niche where a lot of people are adding a lot of things to cart. So maybe you're in the fashion niche, you're selling a lot of t-shirts, a lot of jeans, whatever it is, and people are spending, over $100 per order. Well, if you want to get them to spend maybe $150 or $125 per order, what you can do is in your header, you can include a promotion that basically says you can receive free shipping if you spend over $150. It's super simple. All you have to do is basically go into your website provider, change that. It's a few simple text changes, and you're basically good to go. And that right there alone will help you increase that AOV for yourself. All right, now secondly, this one is something that's a little bit hard to implement depending on obviously what provider or what platform you're utilizing your website on. But basically with a lot of our clients, we utilize Shopify. And to implement a customer service chat button or support button, whatever you want to call it, chat box, it's going to help you so much with being able to help the conversion rate from people who land on your website to actually converting and purchasing. And the reason being is because so many times, I know for myself included, I'll land on a website and I'll have maybe questions about a specific product that I'm interested in. And I'll look through the FAQ section, I'll look through the whole website, trying to find an answer. And there's just nothing that's there that's really going to answer my specific question. And I know that when I do land on a website that has that chat box, it just helps me so much more because it's a simple conversation that I can have with somebody, and it's honestly almost converted me every single time. So if you implement a messaging chat box or support chat box on your website and on your landing pages, it's going to help people feel more comfortable and more at ease to actually purchase from you, because they feel that if they do have any questions, they just go over to that chat box and they just start discussing with one of your VAs or one of your support team members, and they can get the answers that they need. So I highly recommend include a chat box on your landing pages and on your website. It's gonna help you convert way more, and we've personally seen it with all of our clients. And so that is a key one to start implementing into your website. This one's kind of a little bit of a weird one, but we've tested it amongst multiple clients, and honestly what we found is it really does depend on your brand and how you want to position it, and just how you want things to kind of be designed on your landing pages. But basically the third point that I want to go over is actually split testing different colors for your add to cart button. Now, I know it's such a weird change, it's such a simple change, but you would be so surprised how changing the button color of your add to cart button can just literally change everything for your website. Now, I get it if you're a website that you're really focused on the aesthetic of your brand palette and things like that. I totally get it. But what we found is on our clients' landing pages, if we can split test changing the button, the add to cart button to, blue or green or red, those are typically the 3 best performing colors, we see such a drastic change in the conversion rate. So if you're someone that's maybe, very focused on the actual funnel itself, or someone that's focused on the landing page and you don't care too much about your brand color palette, then definitely try split testing the color of your add to cart button. I know for us personally, we find blue works the best out of the 3, but like I said, blue, red, and green, those 3 for some reason just outperform every other color of button that we've ever seen. And we've personally tested this with doing, heat mapping software, seeing how people actually interact on a website and on a landing page. And for some reason, we've just found that those 3 colors perform the best. So try it out for yourself and see what the results are. And 4th on the list is actually including a FAQ, or a frequently asked questions list or dropdown on your guys' landing page, not just the website, but the landing page. And the reason why I say this is a lot of people are going to come to your website and they're going to have a lot of questions and they're going to have a lot of objections on your product. They're going to ask themselves, why do I actually want to have this product? Why do I need this product? Things like that. And they're going to ask some questions about, maybe the details, the specifications, the features, the benefits, all of these different things. And the great thing about including an FAQ section is it's a very simple way for you personally to handle those objections, but to also edify the product and really enlighten and heighten the actual value that it offers. It's really, really cool, because a lot of people, they'll come to your website, they'll try doing, some sort of skimming through your website to get as much information as possible. But once they actually go personally and do their own investigation into your FAQ section, they're going to be asking themselves a lot more questions, and they're going to be much more willing to read all the content that you've provided in the FAQ section, because they know that, okay, if other people are asking these sort of questions, then it must be for a good reason. It must be for a good purpose. So including that FAQ section on your actual landing page itself is going to help you, like I said, handle those objections, but it's going to help you really edify and heighten the value that your product offers. It's also worth noting that an FAQ section can actually save you a lot of time. I know that a lot of people, they may not have a lot of money to maybe hire a VA or hire some sort of support team. You are the support team. And so if you actually have that FAQ section on your landing page or your website, it might save you a lot of, unnecessary messages from potential customers asking and inquiring about certain things about your product. If you include it there once, you may only save yourself, a bunch of conversations that could basically, just be answered in a simple FAQ section. So definitely incorporate the FAQ section, and you're going to save a lot of time. You're going to be able to heighten the value of your product, and you'll be able to handle those objections. All right, 5th on the list today is being able to compare your product to your competitors. Now, this is a very, very unique one. It takes a little bit of skills to do this in terms of creativity and actually being able to edit content, but I've seen this work so well on a few websites, and it's so amazing. And basically what it requires you to do is, if you're able to create some form of content or creative to put on your landing page where it's just a simple graph, it shows your product compared to the other competitors. You don't need to call out any specific names. You don't want to get in any sort of, issues or legalities with that, but just, compare your product to the others. And what you can do is you can basically start listing off features and benefits of that product and how your product checks the boxes and how the other competitors don't. Now, obviously, this is going to take a little bit more of investigative research on what your product offers compared to your competitors. But I'm telling you right now, if you can convince your ideal customer or your potential customer, the person that's on your website right now, if you can convince them that your product is the go-to and it's better than all the competitors, whether it's on Amazon itself or whether it's on a different website, it doesn't matter. If you can convince them that you are the person to shop from, you will convert much higher, and you will start to see that your conversion rate actually skyrockets just because of it. Because here's the truth. A lot of people, they'll leave your website, they'll go to Amazon, they'll go to Google, they'll start searching and price shopping, basically seeing what other people are marketing their product at and where they're pricing their product at. And if your product is of higher value, it does cost a little bit more, well, tell them why it costs more. And this is such a simple way of actually showing that. The saying goes, a picture can tell 1,000 words, or a picture can say 1,000 words, and that's exactly it. If you have this sort of chart and this picture on your website showcasing why your product is much better than competitors, it's going to, encourage your customer so much more to purchase from you rather than going and shopping around for prices and shopping around for other products. Trust me, just include something that is going to compare yours to the competitor and show people why you are the best option with the product that you're selling. All right, second last on the list is using condensable charts and drop downs whenever possible. Now, this one's pretty simple. It kind of plays into what your theme is like as well too on your guys' websites. I know some people, they'll use maybe ClickFunnels, they'll use Shopify, Wix, whatever it is. It does have a little bit of a role to play with what theme you're using. But the one thing I can say is when you're using condensable menus, it's going to save a lot of real estate and a lot of space on your website. Here's the fact is people do not like scrolling for days on your website. I mean, it is crazy. Some of the websites that we've seen that you're literally scrolling for like 5 minutes before you get to the end or you even get to the footer of the website. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. There's no need for it. You do not need a website or a landing page where you're scrolling for days to try to get to the footer. The one thing that I would recommend is include those condensable menus. So if maybe you're a skincare brand, you maybe have your nutrients. So maybe you are a clothing brand and maybe you have all these different sections that you've included where people actually have to scroll down through them to actually see things. So instead of having your sizing chart and your, materials and things, all these things kind of like that you have to scroll down, include those in a drop-down menu where people can just open them and close them as they see fit. It's going to save you tons of real estate, and then all the other real estate on your website or your landing page that you're using to scroll down with can be included with user generated content, or like I said previously in the video, including that chart that compares you to the competitor. Just a lot of other different things that you can include there that are more visually appealing rather than going over the features and benefits and specifications, things like that, things that you can include in those condensable menus. All right, now last on the list for today for how you can start improving your landing pages is implementing user generated content on your landing page. Now, this one really surprises me because I think a lot of people, maybe you get into drop shipping or you're actually trying to build a brand, but I personally find this more so with a lot of drop shippers is they start selling products that they've never, ordered themselves, they've never touched or feel. And the problem there is it's hard because you yourself can literally order the product into your own home and start taking pictures and images of that product, which is definitely considered user-generated content. And a lot of people fail to do this thinking that, they're camera shy, all these things, but you don't even need to really include yourself in the picture itself or the video itself. You can be very, very creative with it. But the great thing with user-generated content is it's going to show your users or the people that are on your website that other people are using it. It's going to give them, faces to match to the brand. And when other people see other people using products, they get a sense of, FOMO, they get a sense of social proof, they start to build and establish, credibility with that brand that they're looking at because they see other people using it. I mean, there's so many good aspects of why you should be including other people using your product in the form of an image, a video, a GIF, whatever it is, and not make it look like it's some sort of infomercial, but literally just create really good high-end content. And the best way that I find doing this is literally ordering the product to your house, taking that product, taking a bunch of images with it, taking videos with it. You can literally invite some of your friends over to start taking pictures and images with it. It doesn't really matter at that point. But once you take those pictures, and you can take it on your iPhone, you don't need some $5,000 camera setup or anything, but just use a high quality camera, take that content, edit it, and put it onto your website. And literally that alone is just gonna help heighten the value that you're offering to that customer because, like I said, it's gonna heighten where they think the value in that product is. It's gonna heighten their social proof that they're establishing within themselves on the social proof that your brand has established. And just so many different things. So please, user generated content, especially nowadays with the world of social media that we live in, Facebook alone is starting to run basically meta scans of websites and seeing the quality of websites. They're scanning your website in the background when you're scheduling your ads, things like that. And so if you have a good quality landing page, they're going to promote your ads even more. And I know it's something that they don't talk about a whole lot, but they literally have it in their policy that if you have things on your website that do not abide by some of their rules and their policies, your ads won't be able to actually launch and they won't get scheduled. And so having a good quality landing page, including user generated content, it's just going to help you so much more. So definitely look to order your product in, or if you have your product in house or in a warehouse, go get user generated content with it. Send your product to influencers and have them take content with it. Include those pictures and videos on your website, and trust me, you're gonna see an insane improvement on your guys' website landing page. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more content on how you can be improving your website landing pages and everything from there, because I know how important it is for some of you dropshippers, but also people that are actually building massive established brands. But I hope those 7 points were somewhat new to you and some things that you can be able to try out yourself. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be coming out with a lot more content and gonna be incorporating a lot more information on, running ads on Google, Facebook, TikTok, all those things, but also jumping into more important topics within your guys' website, your landing page, and everything in the world of e-commerce. So subscribe, like the video, and we will see you next time.